When was the last time that you went to a marriage or a grand celebration? Think about it. What is that one thing that you remember the most vividly? For me, it's usually the food. The food is the basic reason why I go to 90% of the functions that I have to attend. The last time that I went to a marriage, there was appetizers, beverages, Italian section, a Mongolian section, a Burmese section, a spaghetti station, dishes from every state of India, along with street food, Indian sweets, mousses, cakes, and the list goes on. You see, after having a full-fledged battle with my mom on what I will be wearing, my brain then ended up fighting with my taste buds, deciding on what to eat and what not to. After all, my stomach can store only 2 liters of food. Unlike my clothes, I end up having a whole variety of food on my plate, half of which gets wasted. As a kid, I had a great skill in separating all the vegetables from my plate, especially the peas and tomatoes. I would end up wasting half the food on my plate. Over time, I did learn how to eat most of my veggies, but there would still be food wastage. My main reasons were that I was served too much or the food wasn't good. When the pandemic struck, I found a passion in baking. And the biggest lesson that it has taught me is how much effort it takes to put up a good dish. Now, every time I have food left on my plate, I feel guilty. And every time I see food ordered and wasted in restaurants, I feel bad. And the place where I see maximum food wastage is in marriages. Every time I walk into the streets, I see people starving, whereas when I walk into a marriage, I see food carelessly being dumped into the bin. In India, 40% of the food produced is wasted. But also in India, 4,500 children die each day due to hunger and malnutrition. Wasting food is not just wasting the ingredients, it's wasting money, energy, resources, hours of hard work, and the basic need of life. Food in the landfills produce methane, which is a harmful greenhouse gas more potent than carbon dioxide. Food wastage is not just a social or moral problem, it's an environmental and economic problem as well. Reducing food wastage can have a drastic effect on the world. And it's not that hard. All we have to do is be mindful about it. Some effective ways to reduce food wastage are: number 1, being conscious. Being conscious of how much food you take on your plate can go a long way in reducing food wastage. Instead of complaining that I got too much food, I learned to take less food on my plate. Number 2, shorter menus in marriages. A good marriage has good food, yes, but when there's too much of it, food gets wasted. Either guests get confused on what to take and take too much on their plate, or the quality of food deteriorates. When there are not 50 different dishes to prepare for 500 people, the quality of food improves and the guests take only what they like. Number 3, ordering less. When in a restaurant, ordering just as much as needed and then adding more really helps. For example, sticking to the restaurant's specialities or having a mindful meal plan like 1 appetizer, 1 main course, 1 dessert and 1 beverage can really help you save a lot of food. Number 4, packing leftovers. Even after being mindful about ordering, food can still be left, right? Because we never know what is going to come or in what quantity. In such cases, packing up the leftovers is a great way to save food. Either eat it the next day or distribute it among the needy. At this point, food is not just the basic necessity of life. Ever went to a celebration without any food? Food helps us connect with people, understand cultures, create memories, and so much more. But the sad part is that 1/3 of the food produced in the world gets wasted every year. That means it could feed 3 billion people. Just like eating food is our need and necessity, not wasting food is our responsibility. Being mindful about what we order and eat can help save lives, environment, and our own health. From a sapling to the dish on your plate, the food has traveled a long way. Hours and years of dedication have been put into delivering that one meal on your plate. Moreover, billions of people are striving to get what you have. We must be mindful about food wastage because remember, with every meal you waste, you could have helped save a life.